Hi, I'm Deborah Lamata, and this is Woman Entrepreneur Spotlight. I started this podcast because I believe that every woman entrepreneur has a story to tell, and by sharing that story, she could be helping the next woman entrepreneur looking for some guidance. So tune in, get comfortable, and enjoy the series. Hi, and welcome to Woman Entrepreneur Spotlight. I want to welcome my guest, Brianna Williams, owner of Breeze Blissful Mobile Bar. Thank you so much for being here today. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Ms. Deb?
I'm good, thank you. So I do like to ask two questions to get us warmed up. Tell us something interesting about yourself most people don't know.
Most people don't know that I have like a serious passion for football. Like I'm the biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fan you'll ever meet.
Yeah, I don't know why, people just assume women in general don't like football, but
yeah,
that's so wrong. Well, I come from a family of Giant fans. I'm originally from Connecticut.
I live in a Giants household because we're from New Jersey originally. But my God, they were from Pittsburgh, so I always gravitated towards them with Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And who is someone you would like to meet, dead or alive, and why?
I would love to have meet my father's mom, my grandma, because they said she was the sweetest woman alive. She was just a fun, bubbly person. And unfortunately, she died when my dad was like 6. So, yeah.
That's hard. That's tough. Yeah, I can understand that. So, all right. Why did you want to start your own business and why did you choose the mobile bar?
I wanted to start my own business because beforehand I was a bartender at the Dover Applebee's. I still work there at least once a month when they need me. And everybody says the amount of money you make here, you can work for yourself and make double the money. And I was just like, no. And then I stepped out on faith and I tried it and they were actually right. I make 3 times more than what I was making working for a company.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. And so when did you officially open the mobile bar? Because prior to the mobile bar, was there something else that gravitated you into the mobile bar business?
I officially opened a mobile bar, I want to say in June. But prior then, people always book me to do their like private bartending for like weddings and 60th birthdays. So once I in May, I did a 60th birthday party and everybody loved me. And they were like, listen, do you have a business card or anything? And I'm like, no, this is just a favor for a family friend. And they were like, you need to get it together. You need to open your own stuff, make your own logo. So then I started that. So once I started, I was kind of like scared because I'm like, I might not get all the business that I had before, but I get more than enough business to where it's like overwhelming now because most people from the party booked me. And then my regulars, they book me at least twice a month for different events and stuff.
Oh my goodness. Do you make signature drinks?
Yes, I do. My signature drink is called the Blissful Burst Sangria. Everybody loves sangrias, even non-drinkers. If they want something like nice and soft, we do the sangria. And then now a fan favorite it's called Call a Cab because it's mixed so well that sometimes it sneak up on you and you're going to have to call an Uber or a cab.
It hits you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you let everybody know where they can get in contact with you? Facebook, a website.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. It's Breeze Blissful Mobile Bar. You can either message me, DM me. My business cards is also posted on my page and it has my number. You can reach out to me anytime. The bar is always open during the week after 3:30 p.m. So if you need a large order, I recommend putting in a couple of days before your order is due. But say if it's a last minute order, we don't mind taking last minute orders as well.
And so where are people picking up their orders?
We bring it to it. We're mobile, so we bring it to you.
Cool. I like that. So the mobile bars have become very popular in the last several years. So what makes Breeze Blissful Mobile Bar stand out from others?
My bar stands out from others is because most people do things just to make a quick dollar. Most bartenders, they just want to make money. But with me, it's like, okay, yes, I'm making money. That's a plus, but it's the experience that you're getting. Like, I like to talk to people. And people don't understand. You can make somebody's day go a long way by just asking them how they're doing or what they did today, because you never know what people go through. With the Blissful Bar experience, you're always going to have a happy, cheerful Bree, and it goes beyond the bar. If you ever just need to reach out and talk, it's more like a service.
Right. And you come through that way too. You have such a great customer service feel for about you. And prior to or with in conjunction with the bartending, is there something else that you have a background in that makes you have that ability to talk to people and people gravitate to you to open up?
So currently I'm a youth rehabilitation counselor I'm at a juvenile detention center. So my job daily is to mainly speak with kids, talk to them and figure out where in their life we can make a change so they won't follow in the same footsteps that they have now, because unfortunately I do have juvenile kids that are, some have serious charges and some don't. So my goal is for the ones that I can help, I like to sit and talk and encourage them, because sometimes kids need positive reinforcement. Even as adults, we need positive reinforcement, because in today's world with COVID and everything, a lot of people are struggling and sometimes people can't take stuff. So if I can be a listening ear or just talk to somebody just to change their mind and let them know it's going to be okay, we're all in this together. That's my goal in life.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that too, because I work in an alternative school, and you're right. Just being able to talk to somebody, these kids sometimes when they leave school, they don't have anybody to talk to.
No, and then
So
I had to realize I come from a very great household. Like I have both parents, and it's always been me and my siblings. We grew up as a tight knit family. And now that I'm getting older, I see that not everybody had the same experience that I had. So just to let somebody know, like there's kids out here that don't really have parents that are involved, or their parents are always working. So just to give them a person like, hey, listen, I may be busy, but hey, I will make time to sit and talk to you or be there for you.
and that makes a world of difference, not only in the child's life, but then that's just a domino effect. Because if that child's feeling, even if it's an ounce better about themselves, and there's somebody that has acknowledged them, just they may take that and, to the next person they see, instead of being angry or upset with, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm in a good mood and I'm just going to keep going with it. So thank you for what you do and working with the youth, because that is a big thing. And they have really lost so much in the last 2 years with COVID, and it
Yeah.
is a struggle. So thank you. Thank you. So what challenges have you had to work through starting your mobile business?
So the challenges that I had to through is just knowing that my first year is just an experiment year. So I might be putting out more than I'm getting back, but it's also about just my branding and getting my name out. So it's also just trusting the process. And then a lot of times it is a little overwhelming because everybody wants to book you on the same day and you have so much to do. And working a full-time job is just like, okay, I get off work and then I'm a parent as well. So trying to balance three things all at one time, it can be a little challenging. But now after doing it for work, like doing it for a couple months, I found like my schedule that works for me.
Right, because it's just not a 9 to 5 job. You have, like you said, the 3 jobs. So do you set time aside for family time, or
Yeah,
yeah?
I always make it apparent for I block off. If you notice in my calendar, when people go to book, there's certain days blocked off, just because as like for instance, next week we're going to the Eagles versus Steelers game in Philadelphia.
Nice.
So next week I took a booking for Saturday, but I blocked off Sunday specifically for my son to have me all day. We go to the game and then we enjoy fun times.
Nice, because it's not easy when you're doing it, that full-time job, a full-time parent, and then you have, you consider the mobile bar full-time, because there's no set hour, so that doesn't stop. So that's good, because I know I've talked to other women, and that's real. You need to set that time aside for yourself, otherwise you're going to get burnt out.
And then I'm so glad I have a kid that's understanding. And my kid is like, well, mom, if you work, then this week we can go here and this week we can go here. So you can go to work. I have one of those kind of kids that calculates stuff.
Well, and your son also has a great mom, because you communicate with him about, what's important. And
Yeah.
yeah, that makes a big difference. Absolutely. Did you, well, let me ask the first question about a business plan. Did you have a business plan in the beginning? Do you have one in your head or on paper?
So at first it was like I always like I mapped it out. Like I would like stay up and talk to my boyfriend at the time. I would stay up and I'm like, listen, this is what I'm gonna do, this is how I'm gonna do it. And then I started researching online and I'm like, oh, this works better. And then I put it on paper and it came a plan. And now that plan that I have, watching it come to what it is now, is actually pretty great.
And with your business plan, did you have to take out a loan for your mobile bar or equipment? And did you use that plan to, if you did get a loan?
So I didn't have to take out a loan. What I did before I started my business, I worked a whole bunch of overtime. Like I just worked overtime for a good 2 months and saved up whatever I made from private bartending, and working overtime at the prison. I just put that aside because I didn't want to take out a loan. And then my parents, they're absolutely wonderful, especially my dad. My dad, he works up and down the road. He travels to Florida every week for work. So he would stop in different states. He would stop in different states to see if he can find any trailers that we can rebuild. And we actually found one. It's going to be a little while before it's completely up to date and working. But even then, we have a pickup truck that we use, and we make sure everything is decked out for truck and working out. So
very good. Now, do you have to have special permits then for the truck itself and everything else that you carry?
Yeah, I have to. So right now, if I want to do different events, I get day liquor licenses. That way I'm covered for my alcohol purchase and selling. So I won't get a fine for that. And for the truck permit, I would have to get an inspection. And then being that I'm carrying alcohol on the truck, I would have to go get my own permanent liquor license. So it'd just be a couple more months for the truck and everything to get up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know that here in Dover, I guess there's quite a waiting time to get all your permits.
Yes, long waiting time. That's why I've been purchasing day passes and packages just until it's fully up together. But luckily, I have an ABC license, so I'm also allowed to mix and sell through a company.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Well, that's good to know because I didn't even realize that was even available. So anybody else there out there thinking or wanting to know.
You have to cover yourself and you have an ABC license because it's a hefty fine, at least 10 to 15 grand if you get.
What marketing strategies have worked best for you? Or what do you have in place?
So social media. So everybody knows me because I played sports in high school. I always volunteer my time and services for community service work. And then just everybody just knows me because of my personality. So getting on social media and everybody was like, oh, this is Bree, and working bartending in different places. That's what got me more out there for people to get my business name across.
That's good. Do you use TikTok at all?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. Yeah, it's a great avenue. I use it too. People are like, what? I was like, yeah, I do. So so you definitely count on word of mouth?
Yes.
And have you ever used any paid advertising?
I'm just recently starting to get into paid advertising with Facebook.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Have you tried it yet?
Yes, and it boosted my sales by a couple more followers because when you pay for advertisement on Facebook, it tells you how many people you have reached. So I think when I checked last night, I was at 1,800 people.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, it definitely works. I've used it also, and it really doesn't cost that much, which is nice. I mean, it's not
$5 can reach a whole bunch of people.
Right? Hit that boost button. Who or what motivates you?
My son definitely motivates because I always want to have a plan in place that, like, if something were to ever happen to me, he doesn't have to worry about anything.
Are you an organized person?
Yes, very.
That comes in handy. Absolutely. What past experiences do you draw on for your business?
Past experiences. So recently my best friend passed away because he was sick back in March.
I'm sorry.
So talk about like how we wanted to do anything, and he always motivated me. He always told me like, this is what you need to do, this was your calling. So I always think about, like, every time when I feel like frustrated or overwhelmed, I'm like, listen, this is something he would want me to do, and this is what I should be doing.
Nice. Oh, absolutely. What eventually will Bree's Blissful mobile bar, will it become a full-time venture?
So I'm almost done my degree in criminal justice. So I want it to be full time, but my ultimate goal in life is just to finish my degree and find something in that field of work and to always just have Breeze Blissful Bar to the side to work on.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be 24 8 days.
Yeah.
Are you sure you sleep? Because you just seem to keep going and going and going.
A couple hours a night. That's all I need. It's okay.
So what's been the highlight of starting your business?
The highlight of that is starting my business is in July. I did a birthday party and I networked and I met so many different people from New York and Virginia, North Carolina, to where they reached out to me and was like, hey, if we pay your traveling fee, can you come down here and everything? So just having the experience of people who are not in Delaware that want me to come to them and stuff.
So are you going, have you done that yet? Or are you planning on doing that?
Just because I have to look up the laws and see what I need for different states and what I have to apply to, because I like to do things the right way just in case.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely. But again, you need 8 days, not 7 days to do everything that you do. What advice would you give to another woman entrepreneur just starting their own business?
Just to take your time. It is a little stressful, just to take a deep breath and just see the bigger picture of why you're doing it. And just always remember that you can do it. You don't need anybody's help. Just to always value your worth in order to move in the next step of starting your business.
And you had mentioned your friend too that you would speak to and kind of talk things through. Did you have another mentor, or do you have a mentor now that you can pick up the phone and talk to?
So my business manager, definitely. My business manager is she is the bomb, because I will give her an idea. I'll give her an idea and she'll find a way to execute the idea with more ideas. So I'm definitely grateful for her.
That's always good to have somebody that you're able to do that with. And one of my goals that I would like to do with this podcast and the building of the network is to have a group of women entrepreneurs that are able to, on Facebook, be able to say, hey, I have this problem, or, what do you think about this? And I would love to add your name to that list and your business partner, because I know a lot of women don't always like to ask for help. We always seem to want to do it on our own. And I can do this and I can do that. And there's days where it's like, no, you can't do that. You need some help. So, reaching out to somebody else just to get somebody else's perspective on what you're going through. I appreciate this so much. I am excited for you. You have so many goals, and I can't wait till you're actually fully ready to drive that truck with all your permits and everything and set up as Breeze Blissful Mobile Bar. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. I appreciate you for inviting me on your podcast today.
Oh, you're welcome. And we will talk again. Thank you for listening to Woman Entrepreneur Spotlight. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. For updates on my next interview, follow me on Facebook at Woman Entrepreneur Spotlight. Until then, keep being awesome.